and rest.
Sleep is very important to me because if I don't get a good night's rest, it could affect my day of me feeling more tired or like more joint pain. And when I first got diagnosed, my sleep wasn't very good. And then as I've got, it's progressed over time and now I sleep very well.
If I was to tell someone I struggle with chronic fatigue, they might think I'm not sleeping enough, might need to sleep, you're tired, maybe. Sleep doesn't help your symptoms. So if I'm in a crash and I've got my muscle spasms, I can't think, I can't put a sentence together, sleeping an extra 2 hours isn't going to be like when you're coming over a cold. You might say, I'm going to stay in bed all day. It doesn't have the same relationship, but that doesn't mean you disregard it, because naturally, if you don't have enough sleep, you're going to add more onto your load.
For me, trying to be as, making sure you get, going to bed at 10:30, waking up at 7, for example. I think for me, having a bit more of a strict sleep schedule kind of helps adjust my energy throughout the day.
I don't sleep very well. It's very connected to my anxiety a lot of the time, or just kind of feeling tense and, I can't relax and just shut my brain off. And that can really drastically affect the next day. If I don't sleep, then I have even less energy to try and get the things done that I want to. So it can be very difficult and very intertwined with everything else.
Yeah, I do love a sleep. I think I like it in a sense because that's a time where I can switch off, I can relax, but I can never get refreshing sleep. I never feel as if when I've slept that it's done anything beneficial for me.
We all have different attitudes towards sleep, but one thing is sure. Scientists today are convinced sleep is critically important to us for so many reasons. And it's not just about getting your body to do nothing for a few hours each night. Sleep is actually a really active part of our lives.
So let's talk about sleep. It's really important in chronic fatigue to understand that fatigue and tiredness are very different things. So what we might do to help fatigue might be very different from what we might do for tiredness. And so we're using sleep to help the systems of our body repair and replenish themselves. But for fatigue, we're using a lot of the other strategies that we've already started to discuss in these video series. So in sleep, our body is repairing and renewing both our physical and our emotional systems. So we're actually using quite a lot of energy whilst we're sleeping. But our sleep patterns can become incredibly dysregulated for so many reasons. And people can end up feeling what we call tired but wired. They are so exhausted but can't switch off their mind, their brain. And others who just feel so exhausted they can't seem to keep themselves awake. And we can fluctuate between the two, and both can be just as disabling on the body and the body's systems of repairing and renewing itself.
Here are some tips to help you with your sleep. Some to be done in the daytime and some for nighttime. Managing your stress and worry is really important. Find ways to offload your worries either to a trusted friend or family member, or write them down in a journal so they are out of your head. Make good food choices. Try to avoid too much processed or sugary caffeinated food. Get out in daylight for at least 10 to 20 minutes. This helps improve levels of the sleepy hormone melatonin and vitamin D. Try to get some regular movement, no matter how small, and do some stretching during the day as it can help promote better sleep. Limit your naps. If necessary, limit daytime naps to 20 to 30 minutes and avoid napping late in the day to prevent interference with nighttime sleep. Try and replace this with restorative rest breaks. Get up at a regular time in the morning. Developing a good routine is key. Stick to a consistent sleep schedule by going to bed and waking up at a similar time every day, even on weekends. This will help regulate the body's internal clock. And now for some evening tips. Have a wind-down routine free of gadgets and devices and create a relaxing environment. Make your bedroom a calming space. Keep it dark, quiet, and cool. Consider using blackout curtains, earplugs, or a white noise machine to minimize disturbances. Limit your screen time. You may have heard this one a lot, but it's important. Make sure you reduce exposure to screens like your phone, computer, or TV at least an hour before bedtime. The blue light emitted from these screens can interfere with melatonin production and disrupt sleep. Why not try some relaxation techniques? Some easy breathing techniques can calm the body and mind really well if practiced regularly. Try box breathing. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, and hold for 4. You can also find a relaxation you enjoy on an app or YouTube. Yoga Nidra is a very effective relaxation and worth a try, with lots of videos available on YouTube. The importance of looking after your sleep routines cannot be underestimated. Sleep is central to how you are able to manage the symptoms of your chronic fatigue. Thanks for watching this video. We hope these insights have been helpful and you have some practical tips to take away and try. Don't forget to watch the other videos in this series for more help, insights, and advice.